Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another action-packed edition of Big Pauly's Fight Night. And tonight we have probably the highlight fight of the first round. Jack Dempsey is going to battle Gentleman Jim Corbett, 10 rounds, heavyweight division, part of our first BPBC heavyweight tournament to determine the first champion. And we do have one-off fights, as we had yesterday with a Tyson Foreman fight for you, Mike Tyson, George Foreman. And those fights, by the way, count into the records of the BPBC. We are going to make one change in our tournament proceedings, and that is with concerning the box-off. The 8 first-round losers go into a box-off. And I was saying in previous episodes that the top 2, the finalists in the box-off, will join the 8 quarterfinalists and be a part of the top 10. We are changing that rule. It's going to be winner only, the winner only. So we'll have 7 fresh fighters come in when we get to series number 2. And if you win in the first round, you get a trip to season 2 no matter what. And should we have a champion at the end of series 1, he will face the box-off winner in his first title defense. So those rulings made today by the Big Pauly's Boxing Commission, which is me. Tonight's fight, Jack Dempsey, the Manasseh Mauler, 54 wins, 6 losses, 9 draws, 44 wins by way of knockout. He has the closer trait, which means the will of Corbett will go up 1 and 2 if he is tired. So he's a good closer. His opening stamina will be 90, because this is a 10-round fight. Good stamina. And I just typed 60 in again over here. Find the 9 key, which isn't so hard to do when you're turned 90 degrees from the computer. His opening stamina will be 90, and I will show you his card here, up close and personal. And his power is a 5, 9 if his opponent is hurt. His Jin KD is 2. Jin KO, 2. Will, 3. 5 if he's tired. If Jin KO goes to 3 when he's tired. The Jin KD goes to 4 and 7 if he gets fatigued in this fight. His cut rating is a 4, and his foul rating is a 5. Gentleman Jim Corbett, who was mentioned in the Bob Dylan song Hurricane about Reuben Carter. He comes in 11-4-3, 5 knockouts. Corbett did not fight much, but he was the heavyweight champion of the world at one point in his career. Power ranking, power numbers 2 and 2, 1 and 1 when he gets fatigued. Chin KD 2, 4 hurts him, and when he is fatigued 4 and 6 hurts him. The Chin KO is a 6 and a 9. The will, a 6 and a 9, which will go up to 7 and 11 because he's facing Dempsey. And the cut is a 4. The foul is a 9 because he was probably from an error when fouling was pretty much unenforced. Here is his card. I'm putting it up close to the camera so you could see it. And his stamina numbers will also be 90. This should be a good fight. And whoever loses probably could get through the box office and could come back for series number 2. Dempsey has 5, 7, 9, 10 stars, and Corbett has a total of 8. So let me type in the stamina number on Corbett here on the score sheet, the interactive score sheet, and thank you for Anthony for setting that up, and the automatic die roller that we're going to be using for this fight. And by the way, I'm getting a new iPhone. I've had this one now 2.5, 3 years, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And just for future reference for maybe myself or some of you out there, when they say you get a white gold phone, you get a pink phone. I don't want to have a pink iPhone the rest of my life. People might talk. So we're going to go here 10 rounds, and like I said, I think whoever loses is going to wind up. Did I move my camera accidentally? Okay, let me just get this set up right. I must have hit the cord. And there we go. There we go. Adjust it up a little bit for you all. Just a little bit. There. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Got so many cords around me here, I feel like I'm in the middle of a plate of spaghetti. We're ready to go 10 rounds. And we are going to get it done here. This could go on a while, or this could go on very quickly. A 1 and a 3 starts the fight. A 1 and a 3. I think you could see my display here. So I look at this. 3 stars inside for Dempsey and 2 for Corbett. So Dempsey will fire first. He's on the inside. He'll fire a 47. 3 shots. 3 shots. And we look at Corbett's D20 with interest because he gets an extra -1 on all shots he's able to block. And that is good for 3. And Dempsey starts to fight out, landing a punch. So he maintains momentum. I always give momentum to the red corner because when I put these tournaments together, I do a draw. I put all the names in a spreadsheet, and I go to random sequence generator, and I type in. It gives me a sequence, 1 to 200, and we're going to get the light heavyweight, the middleweight, welterweight sets, and we're going to have a good old time here with this series. So that's the first segment. 5 and a 4 for the second. A 5 and a 4 for the second. 2 stars to 2 stars. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey will fire first. A 14. And you should know by now, if a 14 is thrown on the outside, it's usually a big number, and it is 4 for Dempsey. We look at Corbett's number here, 4 on the outside, a 65, and that is going to be a miss. And a 2 would have been a power shot, but so it doesn't help him here. Dempsey out to a quick lead. 6 and a 1 on the third segment. A 6 and a 1. 1 star. 2 stars. For Corbett, he will have the honor here on this Masters Thursday. He throws a 66, which is going to miss on the outside. 3 on the D20 for Dempsey, and that is going to be a counter hook for 2. So even when Dempsey's not in control right now, he's scoring, and it's 9-0 Dempsey in the first minute of round number 1. A 4 and a 4. A 4 and a 4. 4 is wild. 2 stars each way. And Dempsey fires first with a 32. A 32 on the inside. And that is usually going to score, and it scores this time for 3. Dempsey is up to 12. Let's look at Corbett here. He's 4 on the outside, a 45. And he will not have a knockdown because his D20 is a 5 and his power rankings are very meek. And he lands 2. He lands 2. So Corbett finally on the board. 3-2 on that. Dempsey still in control on momentum. 5 and a 4 on our next roll. A 5 and a 4. Which is going to be 2 stars each way. Another toe-to-toe exchange, and Dempsey still in control. A 33 on the outside. Good for 3, getting him to 15. He's up to 15. We'll have a possible power check here, but let's just take a look at Corbett and not get ahead of ourselves here. A 4 on the outside is going to be 28. Good for 3. So each man picks up 3. Now let's go back and see if a chin check possibly no. A chin check possibly no for Dempsey. We move on. Dempsey's still in control because it was an exchange. It was an exchange of blows, and they each landed 3. A 1 and a 4 this time. Oops, as I dropped my Dempsey card. If I were Jack Dempsey, where would I be? 3 on the inside. 4 on the outside. It's 3-2 on stars. Dempsey will fire first. This is going to be another big shot for Jack Dempsey. A 24. 4 stars. Gets him to 19. He is up to 19. It's 19-5. And Dempsey's power ranking not that high. It's a 7 on the D20. And Corbett has an 18 on his D20, so we move on. With 1 minute now left in round number 1, a 1 and a 6. I have a feeling Dempsey's going to win this exchange. He does with the 3 stars. 48 on the inside. Oh, he's murdering Corbett on the inside. He's up to 21 now. and the 9 and the 19 on the D20s, so nothing happens there. He's got an outside chance of a TKO here. 40 seconds left in the round. 4 and a 2. 4 and a 2. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey fires again, but this time it's an 80. An 80 on the inside is a miss. We check Corbett's D20, a 17. No good. Last segment of the round, 5 and a 3. Doesn't look like Dempsey's going to get the stoppage here. A 5 and a 3. Toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey's still in control with a 65. A 65 on the outside will not score. It's a miss. Corbett will get the fire, and he gets a 21 off. A 21 off on the outside. And that's good for 4. So a brisk exchange between these two. Bell rings for round 1. It's 21-9 Dempsey. So that's going to bring Corbett down to 69 on his stamina. And that brings... Oops, no, I did not want to make that to be a 6. I wanted that to be a 9. 9, okay. As you can see here, I'm going to show you my score sheet. Before I have put the round totals in, that's what it looks like. And I print these out and I just save them in my file. So let's just go through the scoring with a 12-punch margin. And with a 12-punch margin, this is going to be a very easy round to score. The judges all in agreement. I will not tell you. We use generic judges, and I should point out, and I haven't pointed him out yet because he is quite an outstanding official. Mills Lane is our referee, and he didn't have to work much in that first round, so we totally ignored him, and we apologize for that. Mills Lane, probably one of the best-known officials in all of boxing's history, had his own judge show on TV where he would adjudicate the legal cases, because that's what he did. When he wasn't in the ring, he was a judge. He was a judge up in northern Nevada. And of course, he's probably most famous for the second Tyson Holyfield fight, where Holyfield decided he wanted to have a late night stack and bit on the ear of Holyfield. And Mills Lane made the exceptional decision not to disqualify. He let him fight again, and when Tyson tried to bite Holyfield's ear again, that's when... Okay, folks, on to round 2. In this heavyweight tournament tilt, winner gets either Evander Holyfield or Jake Kilrain, I should point out. 2 stars, a toe-to-toe exchange to start. A 33 on the outside. Will be good for 3. And Corbett gets to fire off a shot on the outside too, and it'll be good for... It was a 5, but his very meek. So nothing else happens. We go to the second part of this round, as I am sticking to the cards here. A little warmer today in 3 and a 5. No stars Dempsey. And Corbett having a 3-2 lead after one segment. He keeps 39. So Dempsey really working. A 14. And that's a 14 inside. He lands a good shot on Dempsey. He'll have... Corbett will fire first. On the inside, a 79 is a miss. Dempsey will counter on the simultaneous offensive exchange, and outside a 46 scores, and it is good for 2. So Dempsey with momentum and has now tied Corbett at 6-6. We go now to the next segment and the next roll. A 4 and a 2 this time, a 4 and a 2. and that's going to be Dempsey 2 stars to 1. On the inside, he throws a 10. Oh, this is going to be a big shot. 4 points for Dempsey. And see if that could be defensed by Corbett. It can. So on to the next segment we go. Keeps control us. Action. 120 left. And we will resolve the foul in just a moment. Let's see, and we move him up to 1 on the punch. You get 1 punch on a foul, because the punch will probably have gone to a bad place. But let's check out Corbett's number and resolve that, and then we will resolve the foul. And Corbett got in 3. 4 will, I think, be within his foul ranking, and it is, because his foul ranking is a 5. We go to his foul roll, it's a 13. 13 is a headbutt. A headbutt, and Mills Lane is going over to Jack Dempsey and saying, "Come on, come on," for that. And I will note the foul. HB for headbutt. There we go. And we will move on to the next segment. We have 120 now left. 1 minute left when I hit this in round number 2. Deuce is wild. 2 and a 2. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey's going to land a big shot here, a 4 on the inside, and that will be good for 5. He goes to 14, and nothing else happens because the D20s are 13 and 12. Next segment. 1 and a 6. 1 and a 6. 3 stars inside to 1 star on the outside, but this is going to be another foul, as a 96 was thrown. A 96, that is a foul. 1 more punch lands, getting him to 15. And we have a foul check. 9 is too high to be a foul, so on we go. Even with Richard Steele, with Mills Lane, that would go to a 7 on fouls, but it would still not be a foul. A 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. Corbett has control on in the inside, a 29 outside. A 29 outside, I should say. And that is good for 3. 15, 12 is your new total. Does not land within the power ranking of Corbett. We move on. And that is the round. 15, 12. Dempsey again. And he committed a foul in the round. 15, 12. This will be a much tougher round to score with those numbers. It is 13, 13, 3 is what the judges rolled. So this is going. I still think this is going to be a good fight because you got Dempsey who can maul, and you got Corbett who can box. And that's usually when you get 2 fighters of high skill and each has his own little complement of things he could do, it usually makes for a good fight. So we go to the 3rd round. The round has been scored, and we go to round 3. Ding, ding, ding. A 3 and a 4 to start things off. A 3 and a 4. It's going to go Corbett's way. Gentleman Jim, a 35. A 35 on the outside is going to be good for 3 shots. and we reset our numbers, and we give momentum to Tunney, not to Tunney, but to Corbett. I'm thinking of Gene Tunney for some reason. Okay, and the 16 and the 15, not enough to have any further action be taken. 240 left, round 3. 3 and a 5, 3 and a 5. No stars each. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. Corbett will get to go first. A 52 on the inside does not score. Would not have been a power shot. But look at Dempsey here. A 26 on the outside. It's going to score a 3, and we're going to have a chin check here. A chin check because the 2 came up on the D20. The 2 came up on the D20. That's a women's power ranking. The Jin KD number is a 13. That's unlikely to be a knockdown. It is not, and Corbett was not even hurt. So on to the next segment. 5s across, 2 stars to no stars. Dempsey in control. 79 on the outside is going to be a miss. With the 17 on the D20 blue, that is not going to be a counter. We go on. 2 minutes left, round 3. 1 star, 2 stars. Corbett will have control. He'll throw a 35. A 35 on the outside is going to be good for 3. Getting him to 6. And we'll look at the defense of Dempsey. It goes to 5. It does not go to 6. And we move on. It is 3-6. 6-3. Corbett here. 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. No stars. 2 stars. Corbett has it. He's on the outside. He throws a 91, which is a clinch. Nothing else happens. 3 and a 2. A 3 and a 2. 1 star on the inside for Corbett. He will have control. It's a 96. A 96 will be a foul check. His D20 is a 15. His foul rating is a 9. So we'll just land the 1 shot, and we will move on. 6 and a 2 with 1 minute left in the round. A 6 and a 2, 1 star to 1 star. A toe-to-toe exchange. Corbett will be in control. He'll fire a 39. A 39 on the inside is going to be good for 2 to get him to 11. To get him to 9. A 73 on the inside will be a miss for Jack Dempsey. 40 seconds now left in round 3. A 4 and a 6. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey has it. It's a 63 on the inside. That's not going to be... Oh, it would just missed. Just missed. He's a 60... Yeah, he goes up to 62 on the inside. A 63 is a miss. Corbett has a 12 as his D20. Nothing's going to happen. Last segment of the round, 3 and 3. Trays being wild. Corbett will fire on the outside a 29. A 29 on the outside is good for 3 more. So Corbett's round, as we had no further issues, 12-3 Corbett. 12-3 for Gentleman Jim. So that was Corbett's round. Punched at numbers, by the way, right now, as we head to round 4. 39 Dempsey, 31 Corbett. So this fight, actually, you know what? I put it in 3. I have Corbett's punches landed in the wrong place. It should be over here. So the correct, it was 39-33. 39-33 in favor of Dempsey right now. And the tally being 12-3, a 9-punch difference. And this was a round that the judges all agreed upon. And we have a pretty decent fight as we head to the 4th round. Both these guys having their moments. Dempsey looked good in rounds 1 and 2, but Corbett looked way better in the 3rd. So they're adjusting. Right now on stamina, it's 57 Dempsey, 51 Corbett. As we now head to the 4th round. And we'll hit the button here. Okay, 6 and a 3. 6 and a 3 to start the fourth round, and I should reset my numbers. On the toe-to-toe, Dempsey, Corbett will get it, but that's not going to happen. Corbett will throw a 41 outside. Good for 3. So Corbett coming on. He is up 3-0. And no other issues to resolve. 240 now left. A 4 and a 4 and some high numbers on the D100. 4 and a 4. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Corbett will go first. We have our first ever look at the event chart because a 99 was thrown. This is the first time in BPFN history we have had to go to the fight chart. But first, actually, I believe I have to look at the event chart first. The event chart number is an 86, and we have both fighters get cautious -1, all punches landed for the rest of the round. That's what we have. So a -1 in this round for all punches thrown. And let's see. Dempsey's 89. Dempsey's 89 is a clinch. It's a clinch, so wouldn't have mattered anyway. 220 left, round 4. A 4 and a 2. Remember, -1 on all salvos here. 4 and a 2. 2 stars to 1 stars. Dempsey's got it. Oh, a 22. A 22 on the inside. Good for 4. And we will have a chin check with the 1 on the D20. That is within Dempsey's power. We look at the chin check. The chin check's a 20. And that's a pretty safe bet that Corbett was not hurt by that shot, but a big shot nonetheless. 4 and a 2, so we move on. It was not a toe-to-toe. 6 and a 4. 6 and a 4. Inside. 1 star inside to 2 stars. Corbett has it. I'm sorry, it was Corbett. I keep wanting to call him Jim Tunney. 98, or Gene Tunney. 98. On the 4 on the outside, a foul check. The 5 is within Corbett's foul number of 9. We will look at the foul. The foul is an 18. An 18. Elbows thrown by Mr. Corbett, and actually we give him 1 punch land, but with all salvos being reduced 1, we go back 1, so nothing happened. We have an elbowing foul against Mr. Corbett in round 4. So we have 1 foul each, and we go to the next segment. We're down to 140. 6 and a 3. 1 star, 2 stars, Corbett has it. 21 on the outside is going to be good for 4 punches landed, getting him to 7. But we have the -1 reduction to get him down to 6. Had Dempsey had a chance to throw, we would have had another event check. But that did not happen. We have a cut check, by the way. We have a cut check because the D20 was a 20. So a cut check on Dempsey, and Dempsey's cut rating is a 4, though the cut number was a 2. Swelling of the left eye. And no further action is needed. So now we have SLE on Dempsey. Okay. SLE. Okay, I got it in there. Like I said, every time I have to use the computer, I'm doing it like at a 90-degree angle, so it's going to be a little slower than it would be. So, on to the next segment. 120 left, 5 and a 6. 5 and a 6, 2 stars, 1 star. It's Dempsey's. A 50 on the outside does not score. It's a miss. No further action needed because it wasn't a toe-to-toe exchange. Okay, 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3. No, 2 stars. Corbett has it. Corbett in control. 32. 32 on the outside is going to be good for what would be 3, but is 2. So he goes to 8. No chin check. No chin check. The power ranking on Corbett is only a 2. But Dempsey with a chance to defense the shot. One punch comes back. It's 7-4 with 40 seconds now left in the segment. 7-4 Corbett leading. 5 and a 1. 2 stars. 2 stars each way. It's a toe-to-toe exchange. And Corbett goes first because he just threw the last punch, even though no punches landed. I'm going to give him the momentum. And let's see here. 1, 2 stars. Outside, 39. Good for 3, but it's 2. Dempsey on the outside, and 87 is a clinch, and nothing else happens. Last segment of round 4, 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5, 2 stars, no stars. Dempsey will fire a 70. 70 on the inside is a miss, and that's it. That's it for round 4. Your final numbers, 9-4 in favor of James Corbett. And we have agreement on the judges' cards as to who won that round. So it's 9. 9 punches landed for Corbett and 4 for Dempsey. The stamina numbers are now 41. Well, let me just look at that again. 48-47. 48-47 as we go into the 5th round. The punch stat numbers, very close, 43-42. 43-42 in favor of Dempsey. We go to the 5th. 2 and a 1 to start the 5th round. Ding, ding, ding. And we'll take a beverage break after this 5th round. A 2 and a 1. As I reset the numbers up. Tunney, I believe, was in control as the round ended, so he will fire first. A 35. A 35 on the inside is going to be good for 3, and that is going to stay a 3 because we were out of the 4th round where we were reducing 1 on all punches landed. Power check coming up at 2 within Corbett's range. The chin KD number, a 20. That will not be a knockdown. Not even close. And let's see here. 2, 1. Well, I shouldn't have resolved that so quickly. Okay, I forgot that Dempsey still has to fire, and he hit for 3. He hit for 3. So we're kind of doing that retroactively. Corbett stays in control. A 5 and a 1 is your next roll. 2:40 left in round number 5. A 5 and a 1. 2-2. What kind of name is that for a dog? Sorry, that's some old Miami radio bit. 2 on the outside, a 45. A 45 is going to be good for 2 for Corbett. Then we come back and we look at Dempsey. A 9 on the outside is going to be a real teeth rattler for, and another chin check coming because it was a 5 within Dempsey's power ranking. And we look at the chin KD of 4. Corbett's chin KD is a 6. He is down. I'm sorry. No, I take that back. It was a 4 on the chin KD. His chin KD is 2 with 4 in parentheses. He is hurt. He is hurt. He is not down. He is not down. Unopposed action for Jack Dempsey. And he's going to make it count. On the outside, a 43. Good for 2, but does not trigger the will check, which has to be 3 punches or more. 9-5 now in favor of Dempsey. We go back to normal for the 2-minute segment of round 5. A 6 and a 1. 1 star, 2 stars. It's Corbett who has it. He has a 17. He has a 17 on the outside. Dempsey was in control, though it's not going to matter because Corbett just threw for 4 shots. And another cut check. No, not a cut check because the red D20 is 13. The red D20 was 20. Blue was 13. The red was 20. It would not have been a cut check. It only would have been a cut check had Dempsey landed, but he was not involved in the exchange on all of that. Actually, hang on, folks. Hang on, folks. It was a toe-to-toe. It was a toe-to-toe. The 6. No, it was not. It was not. It was 6 on red, 1 on blue. I had it right the first time. Next segment, please. 1 and a 3. Well, Dempsey will have control because he has the only 3-star possibility. And yeah, it'll be 3. It'll be a 28. 28 on the inside. That's definitely going to score, and that's good for 3. So both these guys mixing it up. 5 is within his power number. So we have a chin check coming up, which is going to be a 19, so it will not be anything else. But we look at the defense of Corbett because the blue 2 did come up, and 3 shots are going to be reduced. So we go back to 9. We're dead even 9-9 with 40 seconds left in round 5. Oh, 4 and a 2. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey's going to throw a cannon here with a 1 on the D20. D100, I'm sorry. And that is going to be a murderous 5-punch shot, getting him to 14-9. But the 3 on the defense chart, it's going to reduce Dempsey's by 2. So that gets it back down to 12. A 3 on the blue D20 changes the complexion of that punch. We're down to 1 minute left. Round 6, 5 and a 2. 5 and a 2. 2 stars, 1 star on the inside. Dempsey will fire a 46, good for 3, getting him to 15. 15-9. And a cut check on Corbett. The cut number is a 5. Cut number is a 5. It is outside of his cut rating, which is a 4. So on we go. 1 and a 4. And this is going to be Dempsey's roll. A 46 on the inside. A 46 on the inside. Is a 3, getting him to 18. And no other issues there. 18-9. Dempsey, another good round out of him. The last segment, we got Snake Eyes on the board, 1 and a 1. Dempsey fires an 18. An 18, good for 4 more. Getting his final number there to 22 on the round. And a 7 and a 9, nothing else happens. Ding, ding, ding. 22-9 in favor of Mr. Jack Dempsey. That's going to be 13 punch difference. 13 punch difference. So if the total 22 to 9, Dempsey reasserts control of the fight. Stamina level now down to 25 for Corbett. His 9. And I forgot to score the 4th round. I knew I was forgetting something. So we'll do that now. A 4 and a 9 was the total in the 4th round. Okay. 4 and a 9. So we'll do this now. We'll do the 4th round now, then we'll do the 5th round. Okay, so on that round, the 4th round, we've just completed the 5th round. There was disagreement as to who won the 4th, and then I can do an untimed roll and get the 5th round tabulated, which I will now do. Okay, and that went 22-9. And That's how we'll resolve that. We just did 2 rolls to determine who won the rounds of rounds 4 and round 5. Oops. And there. Okay, it's all done. Punch stat numbers 51 for Corbett, 65 for Dempsey. A very even fight. As we head to the second half of the round, I will take a very brief beverage break, which is going to be just 1 swig. I will show you the score sheet as it stands now. And we have a very even fight going into the second half of it. You see it there. And let's bring you back and start round 6. Reset the totals. Dempsey's round for sure. And we start with a 6 and a 6. A 6 and a 6. And we have toe-to-toe exchange. 35. A 35 on the inside will be good for 3. And we have a cut check coming up. But the event chart has been summoned again on Corbett's roll of 99. The event chart number is 0. So we're going to have an untimed roll here to get a 30 on the rare events chart, which goes: fighter misses wildly, hurts shoulder, -1. The thrower was Corbett, by the way. -1 off of his numbers, rest of the fight. So Corbett, -1 on everything he throws the rest of the way. And we will go to our next roll. A 4 and a 4. A 4 and a 4 will be 2 stars, another toe-to-toe exchange. And Dempsey fires first with a 42. A 42 on the inside will be good for 3. We have a cut check coming up with the 20. But let's resolve Corbett's punch first. A 29 on the outside. Good for 3. Now we will look at the cut number on Corbett. The blue D20 was a 5. But he threw a punch with that number. So I'm going to go down to the Judge 1 number, which is an 8. And that is outside of Corbett's cut rating. We move on. 220 left, round 6, 5 and a 4. 2 stars, another toe-to-toe exchange with Dempsey leading 6-2 in a round. A 42 outside is good for 2, getting him to 8. Corbett, with his 2 stars on the outside, he gets to throw. He throws a 25, good for 3. So we are now 8-6 heading into the next segment. 1 and a 3 this time. 3 stars. You don't even have to look at Corbett because Corbett does not have a 3-star roll. So he's on the inside. Dempsey is 24. Oh, by the way, we're supposed to take one off of Corbett's number punches the rest of the fight. It didn't bother his first punch because that's when he injured his shoulder. I'm going to let that stand. But we're going to reduce on every salvo Corbett throws. It's a 1-point reduction, 1-punch reduction. 24 on the inside is good for 3, and I think I already added that. 8-5. 2 and a 6 is the next series rolled. 2 stars, 1 star. 17 on the inside, good for another 4, getting him to 12, and a power shot here, 1, within the D20 of the power number of Dempsey. We look at the chin on Corbett, the 13. His chin KO is a 2-4. So on we go. 4-2 this time. 1-2. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey again. But this time Dempsey clinches on the inside. Nothing else happens. That's segment 1 minute left, round 6. Deuce is wild again. 2-1. Dempsey throws a 6. 6 on the inside is good for 4. He's up to 16. And no, Corbett's not hurt. The power ranking is 5/9. But it could be a defense check. It is. It's a 5. So that's 2 off of Dempsey because it's -1 plus the trait. Gets him down to 14. So on to the next segment. 40 seconds now left. Next to last segment of the round. 3-5. No stars. No stars each. A toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey fires first. Oh boy. 14 on the outside. 4 more shots. Getting him to 18. Chin check for Corbett because a 5 was thrown and it hit the power number right on the button for Dempsey, a 5. The chin KD is a 7. The chin KO is a 7. Sorry. The chin KO is a 7. Corbett was not hurt. Corbett gets to fire a 2. A 2 on the inside, good for 5, but he has the bad shoulder, which will be 4. And that is well outside of his power number, so it's 18-9. Going to the last segment of the round, 4-3. 2 stars, toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey fires first. 28. 28 on the outside is going to be good for 3, and we have another chin check on Corbett with the 1 on the D20. We will resolve that in just a moment. We look at Corbett, a 3. 81 outside is a miss. Now, we go back. The chin KD is a 3. Corbett was hurt. He was stunned, but the bell's going to save him. No unopposed action because we are at the end of round 6. 21-9 Dempsey. 21-9 Dempsey. Both men still not out of stamina. Although Corbett is closing in on it. He's down to 4. And let's see here. Dempsey is down to 30. He might make it through the fight. So, 21-9. That's a 12-point margin. And pretty much an agreement as to who won the round. If I can only hit the right keys. And I hit 41 for some reason, not 10. Here we go. Okay, that's all done. Round 7 coming to you. Round 7. Ding ding for round 7. 6 and a 5. 6 and a 5 starts the 7th round. 1 star, no stars. Dempsey in control of 32. A 32 on the inside is going to be another 3 points. 3 points. As we move the pieces, Dempsey still has momentum. And actually, we have a check on Corbett's defense coming up. 2 of those shots are going bye-bye because Corbett has great defense. So, we now go to the second segment. 1-0 Dempsey. 3 and a 2. 3 and a 2. Corbett will get a shot off. On the inside, a 29, good for 3. But that gets reduced 1 because of his bad shoulder. He's down to 2. When he loses all of his stamina, he's going to be 2 shots off of all the salvos he throws. Okay, and there was a 4 outside of Corbett's power ranking, and the 9 doesn't help or hurt Dempsey any. 2 and a 5. 2 and a 5. This means we have 2 stars, no stars. Dempsey goes. A 65 on the inside is going to score for 2. Usually that is not a good number. But again, a defensive check because there's a 3 on the blue D20, and that's going to be 2 off again. So we go back to 1. It's still 2-1 in favor of Corbett going into the 2-minute segment. 4 and a 4. This is a toe-to-toe exchange. Tunney will go first. Tunney goes first. It's a 50 on the outside, good for 2. But again, that gets reduced to 1, so he's down to 3. Dempsey fires a 22 on the inside, good for 4. Good for 4. So it's 5-3. Dempsey leading as we go to 140 left in round number 7. I'll just move that so you could see the numbers a little bit better. A 1 and a 1. Snake eyes here. And that's going to be Dempsey to fire, of course. 32 on the inside. Good for 3. But again, a 2 on the D20 for Corbett. And that's -1. Plus another -1 for his defensive wizardry. A -2 back down to 6-3. Is your round score. 4 and a 1. 2 stars for Corbett. 2 stars for Dempsey. Dempsey got the last points in, so he goes first at 82. 82 on the inside is not going to be a clinch, just misses being a clinch. So, Corbett will get to fire on the outside. It's a 5. A 5 is going to be a 5-punch shot. It's going to be outside the power numbers, and we take 1 off for the bad shoulder. It's now 7-6. Corbett, 1 minute left, round 7. 4 and a 4. 4 and a 4. 2 stars. 2 stars each way. Another toe-to-toe exchange with Corbett going first because he just scored. 15 on the outside. Good for 4 shots, but it gets reduced to 3. Dempsey gets to go. Oh boy, on the inside it's 36. Good for 3. And a chin check with the 3 on the red D20. The chin KD number is 16, so Corbett is going to survive this as his chin KD numbers are very low. A 2 and a 4. 40 seconds now left in round 7. A 5 and a 2. A 5 and a 2. 2 stars. 1 star. Dempsey goes. It's a 74. And a 74 on the outside is going to be a miss. Corbett's number is an 8. He cannot counter, even though his defense and counters are pretty high at 7 and 6 respectively. Last segment of this round, boxcars, a 6 and a 6. 1 star and 1 star, another toe-to-toe exchange. It's going to be Corbett going with a 94. It's a clinch, so nothing else happens. Ding, 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 we get through the 7th round. It is 10-9 for Corbett. But it's going to be costly for Corbett as he now runs out of stamina. Your punch stat numbers are now 95 Dempsey, 70 Corbett. And Corbett now has, we're going to look at his fatigue numbers and add a -1 to his punches landed that were already being hinged, impeded by his shoulder injury. So it's 10-9 for Corbett, and we look to the scores. And actually there is agreement as to who won the round, which with a 1-point difference you don't often get, but with the D20 sometimes you get those results. And we use 3 generic judges. And at some point we'll go to using judges, but not quite just yet. So it was an agreement as to who won the round. The fight is very close, I could tell you that, and we'll look at the judges' cards if we need to. We go to round number 8, a very good fight. Taking a while to do, but it's very good. 5 and a 6. 5 and a 6 to start the 8th round. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey has it. Oh, he's going to throw a big shot here. A 5. A 5 on the outside is going to be a bomb. And remember, every salvo is now -2 off of Corbett. So 5 outside of 5 is a 4-punch shot. 4 punches. And 13 will be outside of 13 and 18 will not lead to anything else. 2 and a 1. Deuce and an ace. 2-1. Toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey in control. 55 on the inside will score for 2, getting him to 6. We now look at Corbett's numbers. 93. A 93 on the outside is a clinch. So nothing else happens, but Dempsey did get his shot in. 220 now left in the third. 3-3. 3-3 is 2 on the outside for Corbett to none for Dempsey. A 21. 21 on the outside will be good for 4, but we reduce 2 off of that because of the shoulder injury and now the fact that he is fatigued. Nothing else happens. We go to the next segment. 3 and a 2. 3 and a 2. No stars. 1 star. Corbett on the inside with an 87. And 87 is a miss. Counterpunch opportunity for Dempsey, and it's good for 2, getting him to 8. 8-2. We go to... Let's see here. We go to the next segment. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. No stars. Corbett will have control with the 2 stars. An 88 on the outside is going to be a miss. And no counters. It would have been a cut check had Corbett scored. Next round. Next segment, I mean. 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. Hey, I make errors, but I try to fix them all. 2 stars each way. So a toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey in control with the 8-2 lead in this round, the 8th round. A 32. 32 on the inside, good for 3, getting him to 11. The 6, not within his power ranking. The counter by Corbett is a 26. A 26 outside. That's going to score for what would be 3, but is only going to be 1. But we have a power check coming as the 2. And actually, we do not because it had to be a 1 now with Corbett being fatigued. Next segment, please. 4 and a 2. 4 and a 2. 2 stars, 1 star. Dempsey fires. A 90. 90 on the inside is a clinch. Nothing else happens. Next segment. 40 seconds left in round 8. 2 and a 3. 2 and a 3. It's going to be toe-to-toe again. 82. 82 is a miss. 92 for Corbett. On the outside is a clinch. Nothing happens. Last segment of round 8. Looking like Dempsey's round. 5 and a 2. 2 stars. 1 star. 51. 51 on the outside is a miss. And that's it. Because it was a 5 and a 2. It was 2 stars, 1 star. That's it for the round. It was 11-3 Dempsey. 11-3 Dempsey. Dempsey does not look like he's going to run out of stamina before this fight ends. Actually, I have it in the wrong way. It's 11-3 for Dempsey. I had Corbett getting 11 shots, and that was erroneous. So we look to the scoring with 5 to 8 punches categorized. Let me see here. Okay. Let's see what happened. So disagreement on the judges' cards as to who won this round. But they have been disagreeing pretty much all throughout the bout. We have 2 rounds to go. Anybody's fight, it looks like still, kind of like the Tankstead fight we had with, who did Tankstead fight? Razor Ruddock. Tankstead wins that last round, we have a draw. or maybe something other than the outcome, which was Ruddock winning by a unanimous decision. Dempsey stamina now 17. The punch stat number is 106 to 73 for Dempsey. And we will start the ninth round with a 5 and a 3. A 5 and a 3. 2 stars outside. 2 stars outside. Toe-to-toe exchange. We give Dempsey the nod. It'll be a 15. A 15 on the outside. Good for 4. So 4 on the board. Now, Corbett has a 98, which will be a foul. A foul on the outside. His D20 roll was a 2 within his foul ranking. So we look to the foul number. A foul has been committed. A 15 holding in Mills Lane out of it. If you've ever watched the Lennox Lewis fight with Henry Akinwande, he does not like it when fighters hold on, and he had eventually... It was one of the only times I've ever seen a fighter disqualified for excessive holding. But that's what happened that given night, and I think Lewis kept the title. We fought Henry Akinwande that night, and Akinwande would not stop holding him. And eventually Lane got pissed off and said, "Oh, you're disqualified. Thank you for playing." 4 and a 5. 2 stars, no stars. Dempsey in control with a 75 on the inside. He's got Herculean strength on the inside. It's a miss. No counter for Corbett. We move on. 5-5. 5-5. 2 stars, no stars. Dempsey with the offensive action again. A 20 outside. Good for 4. He is now up to 8 on the board. He has momentum going into the next segment. 12 and a 19. Had Corbett thrown a punch, it would have been a cut check. We have a big shot here. 1 and a 6. 3 stars. I don't even have to look at Corbett because he doesn't have 3 on his card, on his rolls anywhere. 19 on the inside. 19 on the inside. We might have a game changer here. This is good for 4. A chin check. A chin check. A 3 within the power ranking. The chin KD is a 9. Corbett was not hurt, and actually he defensed the blows. It's going to be 2 off of what Dempsey just threw, getting him back to 10. Back to 10. It's 10-0. 140 left in round 9. 6 and a 5. Dempsey trying to pull away from Corbett after a pretty decent fighting between the two of these men. A 6 and a 5. 1 star. No stars Corbett. And it's going to be another big shot for Dempsey. 4 on the inside. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 1 star, no star. 4 on the inside is good for a big 5. Within the power number of Dempsey, the 4. We checked the chin KD, a 9. Still didn't get Corbett. So we move on. 120, 6-6, 6-6. 1 for each man. Toe-to-toe exchange. Dempsey's been dominating. He'll fire first. It's a 1. Another big shot for Dempsey. He's at 15, and he just went to 20. I think he just went to 20. I'm not so sure. And a cut check coming up for Corbett, but let's roll his numbers first. A 16 on the outside is good for 4, which is going to be 2. So Corbett finally gets on the board. Let's do the chin check now, the cut check on Corbett, a 12. A 12. Actually, we're going to use his blue D20 because it wasn't used. A 15. Nothing happens. Next segment, 2 and a 5. 2 stars, no stars. Dempsey has it. He's 5 points away from the stoppage now. A 33. A 33 on a 2 on the inside. That's good for 3 more, we think, but a 4 on the defense. It's going to be 2 off of that. He's at 21 still. He's at 21 still. This fight may be close to being stopped with 40 seconds now left. 1 and a 2. Dempsey again, 55. 55 on the inside is going to be 2. He's 2 points away from the stoppage. Lane looking very closely at this fight. 6 and a 2, 1 star, 1 star. Dempsey will go first on the inside. 55 on the inside this could be it. It looks like it's been a stoppage for sure. It looks like Dempsey has won, but we're gonna check the one. The power number is a 5. It's not gonna matter, but Corbett is badly hurt. He was hurt by that punch. Mills Lane is waving the fight off. It is over. It is over in the 9th round. And I'm just going to roll one more time to give you the time of the stoppage. 2:45. 2:45 in round 9. It's a technical knockout win for Jack Dempsey. So Jack Dempsey wins by technical knockout in the 9th round. Congratulations to him. And I have no way of putting this. Actually, I just have to make the note on here. Dempsey, the winner by TKO on a 25-2 last round. So I'm going to update these numbers for posterity. 25-2. I'll tell you where do I note a TKO? Where should I note the TKO? I'll just note it here in KD. No knockdowns, but a stoppage. TKO, 9th round, 2:49. And I should also just dash 2:49. There we go. It fit. Okay. So let's look at the judges' scorecards at 25-2, and we are not going to count the 9th round being scored. Going into the 9th round, it was on judge number 1's card, it was 77-75 Dempsey. On judge number 2's card, it was 75-78 Corbett. On the third card, it was 76-all. Would have been a draw. At that point of the fight. So Dempsey with a 9th round technical knockout. Corbett goes to the box office. And as I was mentioning at the very top of this broadcast, the BPBC has decided that only one of the first round losers will advance into Series 2. So Corbett moves to the box office. He'll get the Holyfield Kilrain loser. And by the way, the rule stands that anybody who was eliminated or lost who goes into the box office, but he went into the box office via a draw, or he loses one of the box office in the draw, he will get added on the Series 2, because we're firm but we're fair. Kind of like Joe Cortez. So, Dempsey now moves on after a TKO in round 9. And even Corbett's great defense could not save him. Our next fight in the tournament will be Evander Holyfield against Jake Kilrain. Then we have Tyson Fury facing one of Tyson's opponents, Mike Tyson's opponents, Tony Tubbs, and then Buster Mathis and Chris Areola. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Big Pauly's Fight Night. It's my honor bringing it to you this last 1 hour and 9 minutes. And I don't even have to do any editing. How about that? Godspeed and God bless everybody. Protect yourselves at all times. And good night for now, everybody.